Hello everybody and welcome back to competitive multiplayer. So in the previous episode I bought the field which had just disappeared behind a hedge. Yes, the field in there you can just about see growing. And I also finished off the harvesting work in our existing arable field. So we have plenty of things to do, but I really would love to get the existing arable field subsoiled, which will act as ploughing, so that we can increase the productivity and also yeah, I need to get a bit of spraying done too. This isn't good. Oh, that's brilliant. That couldn't have been better timing. Yeah, so before this day is over, because we've got it set at ×5 and the day will move on to the next day at 7:30, I need to get our new field fertilised. It's very important, since it's most likely going to grow quite a bit overnight, as it does in FS, even on the slowest growth rate. I just need to tab back to the field because that's where my Massey Ferguson tractor is. Yep, and also I've just picked up the John Deere weight. So it's all done. This was all completed from start to finish in the previous episode. We will be back here very soon. I'll just do some spraying and then we need to buy the fairly big subsoiler. So there is Chainsaw about to appear from behind a tree. If you do want to see his video, the link is down below. Please do check it out. He's further away than I thought. He's probably going to go behind the tree just as I go this side. There he is. Okay. He's doing some mowing. In fact, like his second cut. I haven't done my second cut yet. I think for my second cut I would prefer to do something a bit different. Because the first cut that I did was quite slow. I used a very small mower. We do have £108,000 though. So I could buy some different things today, or I could keep saving for new land. I'm not too sure. Anyway, first things first, let's get the new field fertilised. There we go, everything is set up. And with these road crop ties it means we're not going to destroy the crop. I do like to have a tram line just so we can see exactly where we've been, but sometimes it can seem destructive in this game. It seems to destroy much more than you would expect it to destroy. But no, I do think that it is more useful to have it despite the destruction. But on this occasion, because it is competitive, we really do need to have as much of the crop as possible, so we're going to go without. I'm just going to have to guess exactly where I've been, but because it's not a very big field I don't think it's going to be too difficult. 20 to 6, so we should get it done today, and then I should have time as well to get the new subsoiler and we'll get it taken up to the field. I might even be able to start with that work today. If not, we'll just wait until we move on to the next day. I probably should check and make sure this is applying. I don't want to be wasting my fertiliser. It is very expensive. I think it's working. Yes, I should probably stop doing that. If I stop early and I can back up, much better. Right, okay, so has Chainsaw bought a new field yet? No. He must be buying one today. As for my fertiliser, yep, that's working very nicely. Looking good. Right, let's get it finished. Well, that didn't use too much, that was good. I'll show you the fertilising map in just a second. Let's just fill this up again. Good, so we've still got 79%, there you go. Nice, good, even coverage. And that does still need to be fertilised again before harvest, I mustn't forget. There's Chainsaw doing his all-in-one baling and wrapping. Pretty good. Should make quite a bit of money out of that, hopefully. No, what am I saying? It's competitive. But I'm just thinking, how am I going to do it? I can't really do it any differently except for putting it in a pit. Somebody did say, I know I did get a comment from a viewer, saying that if you put the silage into the pit here on this farm, which is owned by another farmer, it will actually, the money will go to them. That isn't a huge issue, if that is the case. The reason why is because all we have to do is just sell it all, then see how much money went into the other account and transfer it back. So yeah, that's not a massive problem, but it is a small problem, so it's just something that has to be acknowledged. So thank you to the person who said that. Okay, so it's not time to rest yet. Let me jump into, I guess the 6616 is the best tractor for this particular job. Could really do with not having the John Deere weight on, because that's for the John Deere. I guess it doesn't really matter. I need to change my wheels and I need to put the subsoiler on the back. I think Chainsaw might have used the same subsoiler. The reason why is because it is good. It's by Black Sheep Modding. Decent working with. Doesn't take that much power. It gets the job done quickly. And it gives you the ploughing bonus. Okay, right, so let's just get these wheels swapped over. Luckily, it is free, so that's pretty good. I like that they don't charge for labour here. Just go between the wheels, providing we already own them. I tend to have the wide tyres on. So that's all good. Now let me go into this category. Subsoilers. Unless it comes under ploughs. It does. Nice. £17,000. We can choose a different colour if we want to. Oh, so many different interesting colours here. Ones which you wouldn't even think of. Some just don't look right. Orange is good. I think orange always looks good. Hang on. I am paying more for the colour there. Still, it's only £500. Don't want to make it a habit though. We should probably spend the least amount possible. Looking at that, you probably can fit another implement to the back, like a drill or something. I never have done before, but if you can, that would be a good thing to do. We probably don't have the power to do that, but yeah, if you can do that in the future, certainly something to consider. Right, I would prefer to really wait until the morning because it's getting very dark. So what I'll do is I'll stick it on a time lapse. We have 1 hour until we rest, and I'm going to go around the headland because the worker is going to be doing the majority of this job. I need to focus on the grass field again. So yeah, 3 times round, that should allow the worker to work things out without crashing continuously. At least that is the plan. Now this implement, as expected, is too big for the tractor, but it seems to be more of a traction issue rather than a power issue. So I wonder if adding some dual wheels around the machine will add a bit of stability and traction. If it does, then that would be really, really good, because it means we can just continue and not have to worry about sliding everywhere. Don't know how well it showed up in the time-lapse, but the tractor was being pulled to one side almost all the time. So you would have thought having extra wheels would just add that extra stability. We'll see if it does. There's also a different tread, which I know that somebody was saying I should have got before. So I don't know, it's all going to come down to price. This isn't going to be free because we have to buy a whole new set of wheels. So yeah, it's price. Come on car, I can't wait all day. I could say I had to wait all night. Right, morning is almost here. Just need to wait until 7:30. That'll do. Back to times 5. Right, let's get this changed over. What can we get for a smallish amount of money? Yeah, this is the tread which was recommended to me. But can we have that as double? We can. £4,000. Interesting. Do we want them all round or just at the back? You know, I would say just at the back, but don't know. I don't want it not to be enough. I think we'll do all round. I'm sure it'll come in handy in the future. Well, it definitely looks interesting. Can't deny that. I just need a higher horsepower tractor, and it will be coming eventually. What a beast. It's going to be fun driving this back. Wow. Luckily, I don't think there's any traffic on this road except for Chainsaw, and he's in his field, so that's fine. We're taking up the whole road. But yeah, a nice new day. It's pretty good weather, I think. The forecast is for sun, so I think it's going to be a good day. Which is exactly what I needed, because I need to do the grass work. As for how we're going to do it, I don't know. I think, annoyingly, along the same lines as before is the only way at this stage. But I could do square bales. That is a consideration. Because I can still wrap them. But I can't do Hestons because I can't wrap those. Which is a shame. But I can still do 6,000 litres. There are only 2 benefits of doing the quadrants over the round for me. One, I find them easier to stack. And 2, they don't roll away. Right, so that is better. That is much better. We have less wheel slip. We're certainly not pulling to one side. It is good. It has paid off. £4,000 though, just to stop us from sliding around everywhere. But yeah, you can't really do a job properly if you're slipping around the place. Yeah, you've got to stay where you want to be. So I'm going to go around once more, then stick it on a worker, and then we're going to have to use the John Deere to do the grass work. Hopefully we have enough power, actually, come to think of it. They are really aggressive looking wheels. They look incredible. But it is now time for somebody else to take over. Which means, of course, losing our tractor for today. Very sad. Love this tractor, it's so good. Yeah, it's still quite a bit of wheel slip on there. That is something which Enhanced Vehicle mod would sort out. But we don't have that on multiplayer, so just have to make do. It's fine. It's doing the job. Right. Into the John Deere, which I've left the lights on again. I do it all the time. We don't have as much power here, but it's not terrible. So what do I do? What do I do about mowing? It's a real pickle. Let me just have a think about it. I still have the baler. I'm wondering if I can afford to sell that field and buy a different one. Because the grass fields aren't covered by field flipping. It's not even, I haven't even flipped it anyway, so it's fine. Yeah, something which is a bit more level. A bit less of a curve as well. 44. Let's take a look. The time a few episodes back when somebody said I talk too much, I'm just thinking out loud. I'm sure a lot of people do want to hear me thinking. I'm not just sort of just jumping straight into things. I need to plan this properly, otherwise I'm at risk of not doing very well. This is a good field. This is a serious contender. I think we'll go for it. So if I sell field 38, then again, if I do that, someone's going to say, oh, you should have cut it first and sold it afterwards. Well, let's just see the fertiliser on 44. It's just as fertilised, so we're not really losing anything. We will... oh yeah, but then they'll say, oh, you could have cut that and you could have cut that. How annoying. No, I'm sorry, I'm going to get rid of it. It may not make the most financial sense ever, but I don't want to mess around anymore because I'm going to have to use my round baler. I don't want to mess around anymore with bales in the hedgerow. I know anti-roll bale mod will stop it, but it's not the easiest field to work in either. Going round here and it still goes downhill. I'm going to much prefer doing the other field. Right, let's crack on. Look at that. Why are you stopping there? Giving me extra work to do, are you? Nice. Oh no, I stopped it myself. We do of course still have a problem, and that is the mower. I don't have a mower, so I'm going to have to just go for whatever is the best available. Right, I've looked into it and it's really annoying actually. The Class or the Vicon would have been the obvious one to go for, but the power of our tractors, even the other one, it's not enough. So I've come to the conclusion that having this one with this one is the best, but I'm slightly concerned about there being a little gap between the two mowers, because I do not want to be missing bits. We will see. But at least I can say that I own my own mowing setup for only £35,000. I think that's quite good. Front and back. Not butterfly, but even so. Let's go and pick it up. Let's get some mowing done. Ah, look at that. A section of my field has ripened. And there's nothing I could have done about that, because it's just the way it was. So it looks like that little piece is going to have to miss out on fertiliser. But at least we did get some fertiliser on there. Could have been much worse. So my goal for the end of this video, at the very least, is to have mowed the field. I don't know for sure, but I just wonder if Chellington Valley, when it's out, I wonder if that would be the most appropriate map to do multiplayer on. See, the thing is, we've still got so many episodes to do on here, so I don't know when I'm going to be able to do Chellington Valley, but it's not even out yet, so this time, lots of time. Maybe I could do like a multiplayer with fans once a week or something, like I always used to. With my viewers, my subscribers, everybody, non-subscribers. The only reason why I sort of stopped is because the server got trolled quite a bit. But I don't know if it would do now. Probably. I really don't know. Something to consider. There's so many great maps about, and I just want to cover them all, but I can't. I'm definitely going to do Chellington one way or another. I just don't know how yet. Also, going back to this map, this series, I wonder if I can afford like a higher horsepower, older tractor. Like a 250 horsepower tractor, which is quite old, meaning it's quite cheap. There is that Massey Ferguson that we used not that long ago. I can't remember its model number, it's like an 8140 or something. That was a good tractor. There's Chainsaw moving his bales. Right. I would imagine we get to the grass field from the other side. At least it's much brighter now. Yeah, the first half of this video was very dull. Don't think it's that field. It must be this one here. Yeah, I do worry about missing a bit. Really hope it doesn't. But since we're not matching the brands or anything here, it does make it tricky. Right, is that my field or am I about to enter the wrong one? Whoa! That's a very slow reaction. Yep, that's my field. A lovely, fully fertilised field. I think I'm just going to set it going over here. Hope for the best. If it does work, it's actually going to be a really good working width. Okay. Looking good. Looking very good. Nice. So this was so cheap. What did I say it was? Like £35,000. Can't beat that. It does seem exceptional value for money. Really good. Well, I don't think it's going to take too long to mow. We'll crack on. Of course, it's going to have to be rowed up. And also, we're closer to the sell point as well. Yes, I'm so pleased I bought this field. And that is our grass field cut in just 10 minutes. It's not only cut, but we've cut the time it takes to do it in half, at least. That was great. It really was good. It really does help as well having like a rectangular field instead of one full of obstacles and lots of round curves and stuff. How else do you have a curve? A round curve. Right, I did see Chainsaw go past. Somewhere. Never saw him go back though. But he did do. So I need a windrower. Don't think they're too expensive. I've reached my limit for leasing and I don't really want to return what I've got. So, yeah, go and buy one. Should make quite a bit of money from these bales, especially as we were playing on a different difficulty before. It was changed a few episodes back, so it should be much more impressive now. But nobody's benefited. We changed the difficulty when both of us had nothing to sell. We'd already sold everything. It's good to finally own some things outright. I couldn't lease things forever. I think Chainsaw's also using this shed, because that stuff over there isn't mine. Yeah. Oh no, I don't want to do that. It's automatically unfolding. Let's just drop it there. Yeah, it's sort of in the way though. If I put my stuff there. He's also taken that bay. I guess I did take all of this side. I'll put this here. And we'll take a look at windrows. This one. I think that would be the obvious one to go for. I'm relying on making a lot of money from these bales. since I'm down to £16,000. But that is fine, we have loads of seed already, so we don't need to buy anything to drill the next field, and we have a crop already in the ground. In fact, that crop looks to be ready. And of course we have all the silage to sell very soon, so yes, we should be doing fine. Here we are at the field with the subsoil, and it has got on really well. In fact, it's pretty much finished. It has left a very strange border, which I'm going to have to complete, but overall, it's really helped out. And it's cost a bit, but not too bad, and because I have managed to get all this grass cut in the meantime, it's worth more than what we're going to have to pay in workers' fees. It just flashed up saying the worker had completed its job. Yeah, I think that's as complete as we can expect a worker to complete a job. They never do it thoroughly. But, yep, we have a really good windrow here. So this should only take about 3 minutes. Probably take longer to get to the field than it will to actually row it up. That's where I decided to finish. Clearly the extra wheels really helped. I will row it up and also complete that field there in the same time lapse. And then I think it'll probably have to be next time when I do the actual baling and wrapping, but it means at the beginning of that episode we're going to have loads of income because we'll have all the silage and we'll also have that field just there, which I will re-drill at the same time as the subsoil field. As for the crop we're going to put in, I have no idea. If anybody has any suggestions, I would love to hear from you. There's chainsaw in front. Come on, car. And my field is just here. Shut the gate. And we shall begin. Yes, this is nothing of a job. Makes it nice and easy. I think this is it. This is the end. It looks good. So yeah, as I said, this is the equivalent of ploughing. It's the same as ploughing in FS, even though it's not the same as ploughing in real life. So yeah, we get the added benefit there. Also, I haven't checked to see if Chainsaw's bought a field. I think he probably will have done. But if he has, you'll have to head over to his video and find out which one it is that he's bought. Okay, there we go. Let's get that tiny piece over there. And we're done. Right. Very nice. Yes, I've just checked. Chainsaw has indeed bought a field. Quite an impressive one, actually. At least it looks impressive. as I said, the link is down below, so I bet you're wanting to go and find out which one it was. There is a great demand at the sizzling sausage. Unfortunately, I don't need to sell anything. It would have been good to make use of the great demand. Okay, let's just park this in here. It's getting very busy. Look at this place. Yeah, I'm just going to have to go over here. We are done for today. That tractor has been incredible. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.